work our way to
This
our
channel
secondary
is
feature.
about
Ike
things
Haxton
more
is all
important
in
than poker.
against
But
Street
I
Seat
just
winner
went on a
Van
trip to
Dyke.
Vegas where I played against
That's
some of the
an
world's
Ike
best,
Haxton
like
crush.
Negreanu and Chidwick and Ausmus, etc., etc.
Versus Ace-9.
And I wanted to include it on this channel as well, just so that y'all could kind of see what's on my other channel, which is a lot of poker content. So
Queen 5-4.
down below is the link to my poker
Mr.
channel.
Haxton.
So make sure you
What a
subscribe
dream for
below.
Van Dyke,
And I will be
eliminating,
coming out with another
we
video
think,
on
Ike
topics
Haxton.
that I think are more important than poker
Okay, Mike.
shortly
Good luck,
in
everybody.
this
Have fun.
particular channel. But if you like poker stuff,
Van Dyke, our
check
Poker
out
Goes
the
social
link
media
to my
Dream
other
Seat
channel
winner.
below.
How about that?
I mean, the family and friends tuning in, that's one for the ages
You
right
guys
there.
got to be pumped, eliminating one of the best in the game in Isaac Haxton. I should say most of our Dream Seat winners started with 100,000 in chips. Van Dyke up to more than 300K. Here's a
Coming up is my experience with the PGT Championship, in which I got to play against some of the world's best. They did give me a goodie bag full of a bunch of cool stuff, which was awesome. As part of that goodie bag, I was given a bunch of Poker Girl subscriptions. So if you like, subscribe, comment below, say you want a Poker Girl subscription. I will be giving one person that subscribes and comments below a Poker Girl subscription. If you want to purchase one from me at half off, contact me, and hope you enjoy the video. So real quick here, I'm going to cover a hand that I had with Jeremy Ausmus, and it was one of the first hands I sat down, and he was on the button, I was on the hijack, low jack open. I 3-bet to about 6 bigs with pocket kings, and he 4-bet me to about 21 bigs on the button. Comes around back to me, and I thought 5-bet shoving is a little too strong. I mean, if I 5-bet shove with my image, being an unknown, not being some well-known pro, he's got to figure, okay, well, if I 5-bet shove, he's just going to put me on aces. I think the smarter thing to do is really not have a 5-betting range here and just call. I know it puts me in the dark as far as he could have aces. I ended up just calling the 4-bet. The flop comes 9-7 deuce. I checked. He bet a third pot. I called. Turn was a 3. I checked. He bet about 60% pot. And now I'm at a quandary where, yeah, he could have over pairs. He could have picked up a spade draw. He could have a set of 9s. He could have queens or jacks, maybe. Well, I really am only concerned about one hand. And if I'm going to go with it, I'm going to go with it. I only have about 20 bigs left. I have like 80 bigs at this point. So if I call, I could be a little off on the stack sizes, but it was around there. If I call here and I have a little left, I might as well just put it in and hope he doesn't have aces. So I ended up jamming, and he wasn't thrilled about calling, but he called it off, but it wasn't that much more. And I pretty much crippled him because he had pocket queens. So it worked out for me, and I got an early double up here. So I met Daniel off the camera, and I said to him, "Hey man, how's it going?" And he's like, "You ain't gonna do any good." And I was like, "Okay, nice to meet you too." And some of the other players are telling me, "Yeah, this is what you see off
I'm
camera."
going to prove Daniel wrong. He's tried taking this whole thing down.
You're not going to win. You might make money, but you're not going to come first. It's like nobody.
to bring our Dream Seat guy down. Yeah, he started off well from 100K to 333K. As we look at the chip counts presented by Global Poker, smooth sailing for Alex Foxen, the PGT Player of the Year with more than 517K.
Oh
just deadpans. You aren't going to win.
You're not going to win, buddy. No. No, enjoy the moment.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, maybe make a little run, but why can't Van Dyke
Come
win?
on.
I mean, come on, D-Negs.
And I mean, literally, neither of us played a hand in the short time we were sitting at that table. So
Wait, how come you a Dream Seat? You were top 40?
From Lemongrass.
Why is it?
Had to you and 2 of the Chilean sea bass.
Yeah, fuck, of course you did. What,
Kind of
top 40?
disrespect.
Does he look like a top 40 player to you? That guy? Come on.
Let me ask you.
World class.
Top 110, top 40? I mean, let's get real.
This guy's a world-class player.
Yeah, but 40? Top 40's a big deal.
Never meet your heroes, right?
I mean, you know,
That's good.
if he has any friends and he meets
Listen,
people right off
does
the
he look like
bat.
a top 40 player to you? Look at him. Look at that guy.
Right off the bat.
Does he
I
look
wouldn't
top
make any
40?
assumptions about that.
I don't know. I've never seen him play.
So based off looks, you'd be like top 90 maybe. But 40? That's like company.
I remember when you used to
Leave
say
me out
nice
of
things
this.
about people.
Okay, next hand versus Jeremy Ausmus. Same table.
Blinds
A little bit later
25
on,
or two.
it ends up getting folded to me on the button. I have king of clubs, nine of spades. I end up opening up for a min bet, and he calls in the big blind. Flop comes, queen of clubs, jack of clubs, three of spades. I have a over and a gooder. So he checks to me in flow, and I go ahead and I bet about third pot. And he calls. I might have bet a little more than that. I might have bet closer to half pot. Don't recall exactly. But check call. Turn was a four of clubs. He checks, and I thought about this for a little bit, and I decided to double barrel. And I bet again, and have
65.
a lot of equity. And he check raised all in, and I was getting about 3-1, but it was a lot of my chip stack. And basically in tournaments, in a cash game, it's probably a call because it's right there as far as equity. In tournaments, boy, the value of a chip is worth more than what the cash value is. So, and especially in a tournament like this. So it put me in a real pickle here as far as whether or not I wanted to. So I ended up folding. I did not think he had a flush. So, but on the other hand, he could have a flush. It's possible. He could have turned a set. It's possible. I mean, I'm really kind of mad at myself for betting the turn, honestly. Again, this is a hand that I asked him to go ahead and put in his log, so I hope to see it coming up and get the answer on what he had here, because I am kind of curious. I did not think he had a flush in hindsight versus someone that could be tricky and will check raise with more than just a flush. And especially with so much equity, I should have checked back.
count,
I feel
please.
like I should have checked back. It sucks betting and having to fold with this much equity.
And 35.
Is Van Dyke asking for the 35 player chop?
30K?
I don't have the heart to tell him, but I don't think anyone's chopping this event.
Probably not in this
anytime
group,
soon.
yeah.
I tried. That's the best you can do is try, right? I was obviously joking, but I thought that was funny how the announcers brought that up.
Work our way to our secondary
All
feature.
right, so this is
Paxton
nothing
is
really
all
exciting
in.
to talk about. I just thought I'd
Winner,
cover it real
Daniel
quick.
Van
Saw it
Dyke
at the beginning of the video.
has Caxton Crush.
Basically, I min raised on the button.
Ace
I
Queen
had
versus
jammed,
Ace-9.
and I turned around and I called.
I told
It
a
was
couple
about a
family
third of my
members, a couple
stack,
friends.
about 65,000.
Who knows?
Maybe a little less than a third.
No idea.
Queen
And
5-4.
I'm way too strong here.
Good night,
to
Mr.
fold.
Paxton.
And
What a
I don't
dream
think
for
I did
Van
anything
Dyke,
wrong either.
eliminating,
Basically,
we think.
I'm opening pretty wide from the button, and I had
Caxton.
him forced to fold, and then he has a block with an ace. So
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
it kind of just played itself,
Van
honestly.
Dyke, our Poker Go social media.
Another hand here, nothing real exciting. I completed blind versus blind. Just called. Mr. Chu here ended up completing. He's super short, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't think about jamming, even though he didn't have a very strong hand. There's enough fold equity there to think about it. But 4-5-9. Of course, GTO buys the correct play is to just complete no matter what. But goes check. I turn an open ender and a 10. I have enough equity here to go ahead and try stabbing and taking it down. So I bet 15,000. Pretty big bet. And he folds. So nothing exciting there, but picked up some blinds. Okay, so this is the big hand that really knocked me out and took all of my chips. I want to kind of go through some of the action. They basically just zoomed in. Oh, here it is. Everyone's all in. It's just a cooler for Van Dyke. Honestly, what happened was Chu had jammed for his little bit he had before the blinds came up on him. Not my favorite choice of hands here to go with Queen 7 off, but might be GTO correct. I think he would have been better off doing it blind versus blind with what he had, but he goes all in. Lupin flatted. He just flatted in the cutoff there, which is the guy next straight to the dealer. Comes around to me in the big blind, and I look down at Ace King suited. Now, I thought about just 3-betting to, let's say, 12 bigs. And then if I 3-bet and it comes back around to him, then if he back jams, I can actually think about folding Ace King, believe it or not. But instead, I decided to just jam. I have about 30 bigs here. Well, no, how many bigs do I have? I only have 20. Well, I have over 30 bigs. He has 25 behind. But, if I make it maybe 120 and then he back jams, I don't know if I fold or not, to be honest. I mean, I might just put them on a pair and I have to call off another 100K in a flip with a lot of dead money in there. But either way, I kind of don't like jamming 30 bigs here with ace king spades. I knew he was shorter than me, but it pretty much crippled me because all I had was about, you see here, 311, and it was 247 in my stack. So the tricky part is he ended up flatting with kings, which was unexpected. People usually don't do that. I noticed with the pros a lot of times that play a little tricky. So anyway, I wish I had just made it 12, and then who knows if I would have called. I might have called off anyway, but I don't like my jam for that much. So, but anyway, I decided to jam, and got woken up with the bad news where he just flatted with kings and called. He didn't jam. If he had jammed, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what would have happened if if he just jams with 25 bigs, I might fold my ace king suited, very possibly. The fact that he flatted and then I 3-bet, would I fold if he back jams? I don't know, maybe. But I just feel like I maybe could have gotten away from this. So, and I just don't like my jam. Make it 120 and then decide from there. But anyway, I ended up jamming. I'm figuring he was not that strong to call a jam for his tournament life, being just a flatter. But the fact of the matter is, he was playing kings tricky. And this is what happened. I don't think I gave anything away that made him think that I was super strong. But again, who knows? So anyway, this is what happened. And this is what kind of clobbered me, got me really short in the tournament.
Open. 2 kings, chew all in for a much smaller pot with the queen 7.
Huge pot. Get Van Dyke going to document it all.
Kings. That ace king.
Let him do the play-by-play.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens, he says. Let's do it. Come on, Van Dyke. You show Negreanu that you can do this.
It's not up to me.
And 7.
Got some life.
Van Dyke would not be eliminated, but would be down to 54K. Doesn't find an ace. Chu looks for a 7. Coupin just looking to hold. Turns a 6. Doesn't change anything. Van Dyke said it. He needs the ace on the river. Can he find it? No.
Okay, and this is the hand that knocked me out. Right after that big hand, I think it might have been literally the next hand. It was blind. Yeah, it was the next hand. Blind versus blind. I looked on ace 8-6 suited. I should have paid more attention to how many chips the guy has. See if there's any fold equity. Seeing how many chips he has, there really is no fold equity. However, honestly, blind versus blind, this isn't a bad shove. GTO approved, actually. And with 5 big blinds, considering the dead money in there with the ante, I think shoving here with 8-6 of hearts has got enough equity to fold. Didn't have quite the fold equity I wanted. I think I would have, not sure if I would have, probably would have shoved anyway. That's a good enough hand, I think, to shove.
Great having him here at the PGT Championship.
Yeah, that's poker.
Yeah,
The ups and the downs, Jeff. A lot of downs.
a lot of downs. And hold his head high.
What a
as he walks
character,
out.
though.
Yeah,
Like to
loved
get this
having
guy
him.
back. DVD. Can we call him that?
Yeah, absolutely.
The DVD.
Poker Go social
Hey, I've
media
been
dream
called
seat
worse, so
winner.
I'll take it.
They still make
That could be
DVDs, by the
next
way.
year.
So that was it. Spent 4 days in Vegas. Had a good time. Most all the players were like super friendly. It was a cool experience. Got a bunch of free stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And again, I'll be giving away a year subscription to Poker Go. If you like, subscribe and comment below. Take care, guys. Oh, by the way, I will be making some edits to this as soon as Jeremy Ausmus comes out with his vlog. And if he includes a couple of hands I was in, I will be plugging them into this video. So I guess stay tuned for updates on that as well.